Hello everyone, myself Himanshu. I welcome you all to Universal Group of Institutions in Bangalore. Today we are going to resume our topic that was Ramsar Convention, and we are going to solve the PYQs, previous year question papers of UPSC CSE Prelims as well as Mains from mangroves and wetlands. So in the previous video, I will put the link in the description. We talked about the Ramsar site, the latest edition of the Ramsar site, 101th Glow Lake in Arunachal Pradesh. So if you have not watched that video, please go watch it. Okay, so let's jump directly into the questions first. Very important for the KPSC, KAS examination and UPSC mains also. Fine. First is very basics. I will start with, so that it sometimes the factual data also comes. Which of the following is not a major type of wetlands? Fine. Bog, okay, marshes, desert or swamp. Now you tell me. I've shown the photo also. First one was bog. Again, looks like a wetland only. Again, this is also wetland. This is not a wetland, and swamp. So answer is what? Answer is this one. Which of the following is not a major type of wetland? Answer is deserts. Yes, oasis and all it can happen, but not a major type of wetland. Okay, fine. Second question. We will go very fast. Okay, we will go fast only. Wetlands are crucial for biodiversity because they provide what? Ample grazing land for livestock. Diverse habitat for wide range of species, extensive areas for monoculture agriculture, large reservoirs for storing drinking water. Now with this photo I have put, can you tell me where is grazing land here? No. Okay. Where is extensive area for monoculture agriculture? No. We cannot do. Large reservoir? No. These can have the small moderate floods or river water. That's it. Nothing more. Okay. So this is also not there. Answer is diverse habitats for a wide range of species. That is the right answer for it. Fine. Let's move to the third one. What percentage of the world's fresh water does surface water in wetlands represents? Answer is less than 1%. Less than 1%. You have to remember it. Then fourth is the Ramsar Convention is an international treaty aimed at what? Regulating international trade? No. Promoting wetland conservation wise use. Initially in my previous lecture I told about this word. This word has already been come in UPSC mains also. Please remember. Okay, establishing global fishing quotas, preventing the spread of invasive species? No. Okay, so answer is B. Simple. We are taking the simpler ones right now. Fifth question. Mangroves are a type of wetlands found in what? Polar regions, tropical and subtropical coastlines, high mountain ranges and arid deserts. Obviously, answer will be tropical and subtropical coastlines. Okay, please remember again. Now next is, which of the following is a major threat to health of wetlands? Answer is sustainable agriculture practice. Sustainable itself means positive. How can it be threat? Second is increased public awareness and conservation efforts. How can this be the threat? It's a good thing. Then comes drainage for land development and agriculture, introduction of native fish species. Answer is threats. It is asking for threat. Threat is this one. We are using the water of, we can say, wetlands for the land development and agriculture. That is the problem. Drainage 4 means we are removing the water and we are developing the land for the housing purpose and for the agriculture. That is the problem. Okay. Next is, which Indian state houses the Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the world? Odisha, West Bengal, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. You know, Sundarban Delta is the largest delta in the whole world. It is created by two major rivers, that is Ganga and Brahmaputra. It is in West Bengal. Please remember it. Fine. Next is, which city is known as the lake city due to its numerous wetland ecosystems like this? Answer is Delhi, Mumbai, Jaipur, Udaipur. What is the answer? Answer is Udaipur. Please remember. So Udaipur is in Rajasthan. It is known as the city of lakes. Okay. Now one more thing very important for the UPSC CSE perspective. Wetland city according to UNESCO. Answer is Indore and Udaipur. Okay. UNESCO World Heritage cities. World Heritage city are Jaipur and Ahmedabad. But wetland cities are Indore and Udaipur. Please remember according to United Nations. Fine. Now. Ninth, which Indian scientist is known for his pioneering work on wetland conservation, Ramsar Convention? Answer is Salim Ali. Please remember, Salim Ali is the right answer. He is also known as the Birdman of India. Fine. Now next is the Keoladeo National Park, a famous wetland sanctuary, is located in which Indian state? Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Assam. So if you have watched my earlier video, you know Rajasthan is the right answer, because Keoladeo National Park and Chilika Lake, largest brackish water lake in India, in Odisha, was the first Ramsar site that was designated, first wetland designated as the Ramsar sites. Okay. They were designated in 1981, please remember, and we officially joined in 1982. Just before we joined, we officially signed. Just before that only it was designated as the Ramsar sites, and in the Montreux record also it was later added. Next is, which river basin in India faces the most significant threat to its wetland ecosystem due to human activities? Now you only tell me which of the river has the largest basin. Can you see Ganga basin spreading across more than 8 states? Okay, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Rajasthan, MP, UP, Bihar, okay, and then this West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, all these. So Ganga river is facing the largest threat to its wetland ecosystem due to anthropogenic activities, due to human activities. Then, which Indian state has implemented a unique pay for ecosystem services program for wetland conservation? Answer is Kerala has done it for. Please remember, pay for ecosystem services. Okay, for the wetland conservation they have started, because in Kerala lot of backwaters are there, lot of wetlands are there. Then comes the National Wetlands Programme of India was launched in which year? Okay, the answer is 2001. Okay, so the National Wetlands Programme of India was launched in 2001. Implementing body was Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Please remember that. And it was merged into NPCA, National Plan for Conservation of Aquatic Ecosystem, in 2013. Next comes UPSC Prelims 2022. The wetlands are often described as the kidneys of the earth. Okay, which function best explains its description? Basically, participation in runoff, percolation and evaporation, supporting aquatic food chain through algae, maintaining sediment balance and stabilizing soil, aquatic vegetation, removing heavy metals and excess nutrients. Now you tell me, what does a kidney do? Don't you think kidney filters? So what is filtering here? Okay, tell me, what is filtering going on? Don't you think this is the filtration? So aquatic vegetation removing heavy metals and excess nutrients, that's why it is known as kidneys of the earth. So what are these vegetation? What are the examples of aquatic vegetation? So I will show you. First one is this particular plant in the aquatic. It can absorb and accumulate heavy metals such as lead, cadmium, chromium and nickel. Okay, then reed that removes nitrates and phosphates. Then comes this particular bush that is widely used in constructed wetlands. It also helps remove the nitrogen eutrophication. Why nitrogen and phosphorus coming again? Because nitrogen and phosphorus we generally use as a chemical fertilizers in the agriculture, and when the floods comes, they run off to the ocean, and a process known as eutrophication starts. Okay, and if the eutrophication will be there, then algae will be there. If algae will be there, there will be the dead zone in that particular area. Okay, eutrophication I've already covered. Please watch that also in my playlist. And this also. So all these particular aquatic vegetation, it traps the sediment, they remove the nitrogen, phosphorus. Okay, hope you understand it. So this is D is the right answer. Then comes next. Okay, so consider the following statements. Ramsar Convention requires India to conserve every wetland in its territory. Wetlands conservation and management rules 2000 were framed specifically on Ramsar Convention recommendations? No. 2010 rules included the drainage area of wetlands within the framework, relevant wetland framework? No. The thing is that, remember, Ramsar promotes wise use, but membership does not mean that every wetland will automatically become a Ramsar site. Okay, so please remember. Okay, so 3 only is the right answer. These are not the right answer for it. Okay, it is also prelims question. Then the next one, the Ramsar site is placed on Montreux record when its ecologically character has changed, is changing or likely to change due to the human interference. Second is, all activity within 5 km must legally cease, or its Ramsar designation has been cancelled, or it has simultaneously become a UNESCO World Heritage Site also. Please remember, UNESCO World Heritage, one site can be Ramsar site also and UNESCO World Heritage Site also. Please remember that first of all. Okay, fine. So answer is, initially I told you this is the right answer. If the ecological character of that particular site is changing, example being Keoladeo National Park, Chilika Lake, and because of that, why Keoladeo has been put into Montreux record? The problem is water is not there. And why the Loktak Lake of Manipur was added into Montreux record? Because of pollutants, because of eutrophication, the fumdis. Okay, fumdis means the circled. If you know that, if you know what is Loktak Lake, you know it's like a floating national park. So what is floating? Fundis are floating, and those are getting destroyed because of the pollutants. That's why it is put onto Montreux record. Please remember, okay, and you can read it. Fine. Now consider these Wetland River Association Prelims 2014 question. Harike Wetland, Byas and Satluj River, Keoladeo Ghana National Park, again Banas and Chambal, Kolleru Lake, Musi and Krishna. Answer is one only. Why? Because Harike Barrage is on Byas and Satluj only, and Harike Barrage, like, so this is Byas and this is Satluj, and their water has been diverted to the Hatini, we can say Harike Barrage, and the Indira Gandhi Canal that is going into Rajasthan, having the water of these two rivers only. So that is right, okay, that is right, but 2 and 3 is not right. Why? Because Keoladeo Ghana National Park is not, it is not located as the confluence of Banas and Chambal, but it's located as the rivers of Ban, Ganga and Gambhir rivers. Please remember, Keoladeo National Park. Okay, and what about Kolleru? This Musi and Krishna is also wrong. It is incorrect because this lake in Andhra Pradesh sits between the Godavari and Krishna river deltas, not Musi Krishna confluence. Please remember, okay, that is the answer. Because of this Musi, this has been got wrong. Godavari is the right one. Okay, one only is the right. 2014 question. Now comes, consider the statements. Wetland International is an intergovernmental organization consisting of Ramsar signatory countries. Okay. Second option, it undertakes field level work, develops knowledge and uses practical experience to influence wetland policy. The thing is that Wetland International is not a government, intergovernmental. It's an independent NGO basically. Yes, the work they do is right, so only 2 only is the right answer for it. Again, prelims 2014 question. Okay, fine. Now comes the mains part. What are the questions asked in mains regarding the wetlands? So this was the question in 2018. Define a wetland. Explain the Ramsar Convention's concept of wise use in wetland conservation, giving 2 Ramsar site example. Okay, so we can give the example of Chilika and Keoladeo, please remember. Okay, so this is, so basically UPSC is expecting to connect with the definition of wetland. First of all, can you see, define a wetland? So we will write the definition of wetland. What's the problem? And in this we will have these words should be there: ecotone, hydrology, ecological character, ecosystem approach, sustainable development, wide use of Ramsar Convention. The 2 examples, Chilika and Keoladeo, and the core line will be human utilization permitted. What is wise use? Wise use means human utilization is permitted, but it must not impair, it should not hamper the ecological character and ecosystem services of the wetland. So this is how the question will be framed. This was another means question. Discuss the reasons for mangrove depletion and explain the importance of mangroves in maintaining coastal ecology. Again, what is demanding? It's demanding the reason for mangrove depletion. So we will put 2: anthropogenic also, human activity also, and natural cause also, followed by their role in coastal protection, biodiversity, fisheries and carbon sequestration, because they help in carbon sequestration. They absorb carbon and they keep with themselves, like a peatland. Peatland question came in UPSC CSE 2026 also. Please remember. So these are the keywords you have to write in the mains when this type of questions comes. Okay, so that's it from UPSC PYQs and the normal the PSC levels and the UPSC mains. I hope you are able to understand what type of questions can be asked from wetlands, especially in Ramsar Convention. So if you like this video, make sure to give thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.